What up, bitches? It's a misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today I want to talk about Cage's latest album titled Death Miracles. Shout out to the homie Cage. You know what it is. I've talked about Cage for years. Definitely an underground legend, an underground staple when it comes to the underground hip-hop scene. Definitely a legendary figure. It's a new album called Death Miracles. Fucking awesome. When it comes to the history of Cage, I've talked about him numerous times on this channel, so check the back catalog, I guess. And yeah, I was fucking excited to hear about his latest album dropping. I heard, what was it, the one track I think he leaked first was called Ritual. Excuse me. And then I actually heard one of the other tracks, Bucharest, was actually a song that's 5 years old. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that, because I didn't hear it that long ago. Like his last album under the name Sam Hill, you had tracks like Super Baked, which were kind of older tracks that he threw onto that album, his last album. But we're on to this one, and I gotta say I'm thoroughly impressed. Production on this album is handled by Jason Christopher Mayer. I'm not sure, I don't remember if he was the same dude who did it on the Book of Sam album, but someone remind me if he is the same guy. The production is solely handled by him, and there are no features on this album, which I like. So let's just jump right into it, because I don't want to be here all night boring you guys with this shit. But I love the album, and I'm very, very proud to have it. I must have played it fucking like 4 or 5 times back to back. What do I gotta say about it? Pros and cons. Pros is there's lyrics on here mostly about the occult, Satanism, dark shit. I love that. Some people might be kind of it's not for the weak at heart. Some people that are easily offended, I wouldn't listen to the album. But he's got definitely got bars on here for those that are fans of I would say like movies for the blind, Cage, which I am. That's my favorite. Like that's like peak Cage for me. That and Hell's Winter. But for those that are a fan of those type of bars, he's right back in there with the metaphors and everything, and he is putting more structure back into the tracks, as far as giving you tracks with full 16 bar structures. Some tracks aren't doing that, but some of the tracks are, which I'm glad he's doing that, because at least if I'm paying for the album, I feel like I want to get my money's worth, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he's going back to that format. Like I said, there's some songs where he's still doing like the short verse to a bridge or to a hook or whatever. Like Ritual, the one track that he put out, which to me is probably the weakest track on the album, just to be honest. I think it, you know, I consider that more of like a teaser track. But I love the way the album starts out with Bucharest. It beats fucking heavy. It bangs. Cage is going in on the mic. What else? My favorite track on there is probably Death Spell. Great track. Love the beat change up. Love the bars Cage got. And here we go to Screensaver. I keep forgetting when I do this on QuickTime Player. This shit shuts off on me. But anyway, the production on here, really great, really cohesive. It all comes together brilliantly. It doesn't feel like anything is popping off, or it doesn't, it's not coming off like nothing doesn't belong, if that makes any sense. What else could I talk about on here? I have it open. Let me see. Yeah, there's 11 tracks on here. Not super long, but it's just right. You know, a lot of these rappers are packaging their albums kind of shorter than what I grew up listening to. Sometimes you would have an album that's like an hour, maybe an hour and change long, but nowadays it's like you're getting like a half an hour to maybe 40 minutes. So it fits into that nook, but it's definitely great. I definitely love this album. I can say, listening to this, that I understand what Cage means now when he says I'm making progressive rap, because he had a tweet that stated that. I forget what era he tweeted that out on. I'm not sure if it was during the Depart From Me era, because y'all know I wasn't too crazy about Depart From Me. Kill the Architect I liked a little bit more, but now that he's progressing into this, because no one's really doing this type of style of like the whole occult and all that shit. No one's really doing that, you know. Another thing, love, again, I mentioned this in the last review, love how he plays with his voice. Like, you actually feel you're in an almost like in a Satan worshiping circle or some shit like that, or some type of ritualistic shit. It really brings you there. So yeah, that's it. I definitely consider this a progression in Cage's life, because you could see where he came from with the straight street shit and hardcore shit, and then came into this. So it's still dark. It just, you know, I wouldn't say it's so much street Cage. You know what I mean? And that's it. What else I gotta say? Oh yeah, I'm not sure if he considers this. He said that this was book 2, but the original Book of Sam that he released, the Infernal Depths, he released that under the name Sam Hill. So I don't know if he's still gonna do Sam Hill books, or I don't know. I don't know, man. Someone fill me in on that. Maybe he abandoned the Sam Hill moniker, or side project, whatever you want to call it. Either way, whatever he releases, I'm a fan. I'm gonna pick it up anyway and give it to you. Digital release. See, I don't have a physical album in my hand, so I'm kind of disappointed about that, but it is what it is. I'm a Cage fan, so my rating of this, I would probably give it right now off the rip probably like a 7.5 to an 8. Really enjoyed the album. Pick it up, download it, highly recommend it. And that's it. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate, most of all subscribe. Please share this on all platforms and follow me on BitChute and Brighteon. Alright, peace bitches.